live. I'm P2H. This is Tom Clancy's The Division. Timestamp we're working with today, 11 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, January 4, 2018. Official time is 11:01 p.m. Today, I'm probably not going to be doing all that much other than discussing some builds, adjusting some stuff, because I don't have all that much energy. We might jump into skirmish or something, but we'll see. Oh goodness, is that really how many days I've actually played? Here, let me just give you guys a peek real quick into the world that is P2H. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Apparently, I may or may not have hit the 100 mark. I don't know if that's to be proud of or ashamed of at this point, but we're just gonna roll with it. I have you guys on the left side tonight, because we're going to be doing builds. Whenever we're in the action, the thick of it, I like to have you on the right side. It balances out the screen nicely, but when we're doing builds, everything, the menu is all on the right-hand side. All the items and whatnot, so I'll go ahead and put you on the left.
We will be offering self-defense training for
As you can see, it's all on the right here. All you do is, hide me a little bit, and that's okay. I don't mind being in the shadows. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna discuss a little bit of build theory.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
Application of said theory, how to build, and apply it to a few gear sets tonight. Show you how I work through my process, because I'm going to be fixing a few things tonight, and we're going to run around in skirmish and or the DZ and apply to people's faces. I just want to get up away from everything and hang out. See, you used to come up here and recalibrate up until they put it down there. We'll just hang out. Hang out upstairs. Attack Enforcer, thank you for the auto host. I appreciate it, bud. Oh, jeez. Let's get to it, shall we? I'm gonna take my first sip. A lot of people have been experimenting with a lot of front-loaded DPS builds lately. I've seen Lone Star, AlphaBridge, the firepower versions of Predator's Mark. I like seeing that now. So I think I might make a few comments on what I'm seeing out there. They tend to be anywhere from 8K to 10K firearm builds. I'm into it. I like them. I feel like if people are going to be doing them, there's a few things that they could do a little bit different if they want to be doing the optimal amount of damage. Oftentimes, I see them compensating for the lack of stamina with like health rolls. Like you'll see the health roll on the knee pads and things like that. Health roll on the chest is, like standard issue. But the backpack, I feel like it's that toss-up, because the health roll isn't as good on the backpack as it is on other parts of the body. That's where you could sneak in some extra crit damage if you're going to be a firepower build. It seems like a nice trade-off there if you're trying to do damage. If you are that firepower build, that 8 to 10k, sneak it in there. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. I see people using competent, competent sick, like down here, competent. 15 seconds after using a skill. You need something that procs after 15 seconds, right? Or at least you can cycle through your abilities every 15 seconds. So like a 30-second ability and a 30-second ability, and you're willing to cycle through them every 15 seconds. Proc another one, proc another one. If you're unwilling to do that or unable to, consider picking up skill haste in these slots on your stats and on the chest, because it's
Streets are a lot safer for the
chest has has a lot of options to it, right? You got health on kill if you've got stamina, but when you're talking about a DPS build, it doesn't really have options for you to keep you occupied. Really, skill haste, when you're doing a DPS build, skill haste is commonly going to be your choice, because if you're on a DPS build, competent is usually going to be somewhere in the mix, right? Because you're going to proc something like pulse or first aid. You know, if you're going to do booster shot for more damage, you're going to proc that, and then it's going to mix with competent. You're going to want to have skill haste in there. Because if you're on a DPS build, chances are you're going to have high firearms, but your electronics are going to be kind of low. So the turnaround on your abilities, the cooldown, it's not going to be great. You're going to want to have that skill haste to knock it down to at least 30 seconds, right? So you can cycle it. It's gotta be, you gotta get your options in there. A few other comments. On the stamina builds. Let me see if I got a stamina one. I think this Banshee is stamina. Save this guy. So, some of these stamina builds, right? They get kind of confused on what they want to do, right? I see this mix-up of, like, unforgiving, and then I'll often see something like vicious. And it's... vicious and unforgiving play two different edges of the health bar, right? Vicious is the top end, and unforgiving is the bottom end, right? Or where is it? There's vicious. Crit hit chance increases by 10% when having 2 segments, more than 2 segments, right? So that's over heals and just, you know, having the third health bar full up. But when you're talking about unforgiving, this is when you've already taken hits. But for some reason, people like to stack unforgiving and vicious on the same guns, and I get confused. It's like I understand you're in that situation. You're making like this balance gun, where it's like I understand you're making more crits at the top end, and then when those crits go away, you've replaced it with base damage at the bottom. That's interesting, but that's not. It doesn't feel like you've done anything. It feels like you've made a base level gun. Like, in theory, I guess that's okay. You know, it's good that you have like a consistent damage across like your whole health bar, I suppose. But wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't you want to build with the intent to do something a bit different? Like, for instance, if your intent is to use critical save, and strike back, right? Because I see this commonly, right, amongst the stamina-driven crowd, the bruisers, the brutes. Right, I see this combination, the critical save, strike back, helps them get their heals back, helps them reduce damage. Maybe they're not running adrenaline, maybe they're on the move. Very damage resistant, very hardy bruiser. Like a striker might run something like that, or a even Predmark. Okay? Because they're securing kills while they're on the move, right? On the move. Well, if you're going to be doing that, maybe the overheal vicious situation is not really ideal, because you're going to be, one, for landing those hits, those 10 for predatory and building stacks for striker, any sort of ramping build, even Lone Star to an extent for building for your Berserk, which Lone Star is kind of iffy because there's certain ways of beating this mechanic, but Vicious is kind of difficult to get away with. You can maybe get that first proc for predatory, but they're gonna heal out of that. You already know that. So how should I put this? Any sort of damage ramp, you have to expose yourself, right? You're exposing yourself to damage because it takes you a long time to build your damage, or a certain amount of time to build your damage. At least initially, which is why you need to be somewhere in this stamina range. You can't be a 3k striker and be efficient, right? You can't be a 3k stamina Predmark and be efficient. That's a quick death. You have to have a way to absorb a bit of damage. So that's usually why they run the 6-7 minimally. And then deliver that promise of stacks. So I'm not a fan of Vicious. What I'm a fan of in this case, when you have stamina, when you're relying on stamina, is these predatory and unforgiving setups, right? Because if you are going to be reducing damage constantly, you're going to be using those abilities, those heals, those damage reductions, things like booster shot, critical save when you're in the low health. You know, you're going to be spending a lot of time in that health pool. It will degrade slowly, especially things like Striker, where you have a hot on you. You will degrade much slower than your opponent, and as you are ramping your damage, they will degrade much quicker than you. That is the theory behind it. That is how these bruisers work. That is how they make all these glass cannons very miserable. Not to mention these tanks out here. Man, these D3s have been getting real sad lately every time they run into a striker. Because they can't knock them down, and they sure as hell lose their shield real quick after the damage comes up. Then what are you running a striker for? What are you doing as a predator? Punch. That's your job. If you're an AlphaBridge, if you're a Predmark, if you're a striker, your job is a skirmisher. It depends on the Predmark. Depends on the pred mark. I was talking specifically about these certain pred marks who I've been seeing lately, overcoming the obstacle that is the where is it? This guy. Oh, this guy right here. They've been doing a good job lately. I've seen those firearm ones. They're relying on the old magic. They're doing the firearm mix-up. It's very interesting. I like it. I like the new theory, which is actually the old theory. I was talking about firearms before, talking about stamina now. It's really cool. I'm really stoked at what I'm seeing out there. There's a lot of interesting builds. Vicious. That was the new one. The vicious versus unforgiving thing. I was just talking about. Yeah, I'm getting kind of I'm confusing everybody now. That's my bad. I was talking about those guns that do vicious unforgiving and how it annoys me. Unforgiving is like a stamina thing, whereas vicious is like those overheal type of dudes, which I think are more of those. Right. Vicious is interesting in, I think it's better on certain other builds that rely more on overheals. You really have to have that overheal to make this work. And I think it's silly that there's certain people who put Vicious on a gun that has Unforgiving on it as well. Because one is procced while the other is not, and I don't see the point. You know, I feel like you're wasting your time. It's a weak setup, personally. I don't think it's good. I'm actually gonna start working on my AlphaBridge right now while we talk about stuff. Now that there's someone here. I just got this, by the way, Ponch. This Steadfast. I wanted to test this in the new generation. You already know what I'm thinking of, right? It's terrible. I already know it's bad. You don't even have to tell me. I already know it's bad. But, I have ideas? I was trying to think, right? I was thinking to myself. I'm like, well, what might this work with? Well, it depends on how this works, right? When you're you gotta be out of combat. And certainly, like 125% regen. Would I want to be a sniper? Like, what weapon set would I want to use with this? You could... If I wanted this to work, Poncho. If I was trying to make this work. If I'm making a steadfast AlphaBridge. What's the game plan here? And what kind of stats am I going for? Because the thing is, my understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I looked this up before I jumped in here, is that the health regeneration that this thing is talking about is the out-of-combat health regeneration, which is the same thing that this is talking about. Now, the health regeneration, when you're max level, is like a base 3,000 health, which is terrible. It's that little dinky thing that happens. I don't know if you've been in a contamination event or you've like taken damage and it feels like that third of your health, whatever third you're in when you're out of combat. That's the health regeneration that it's talking about. When you're like running away from enemies or you're hiding behind cover. There it is. So this is it. How much health you get back per second when your regeneration is active. So 32, and let me switch gear real quick. So yeah. So there it is. So that's the difference. So it doubles that. That's the number it changes. Cool. Cool. That's actually better than I thought it was when I looked it up. So this is what you get back per second when your regeneration is active. And it activates after 5 seconds out of combat. And then with steadfast, it is 2.5. So combat stops 2.5 seconds, is my understanding. It cuts that time. So if you stop fighting, stop shooting, you're in cover. It's 2.5 seconds. So maybe it's not technically you're not technically out of combat. Maybe it's just you've disengaged and you start taking the health regen. I don't know how it works. That's the thing, is I just want to test it. I want to see how it works. But that's actually pretty good, right? 30, 35? So that's per second. Health. Well, 35%. You know, that's actually not bad because your max health right now, 5k stamina. There you go. Right? 10 seconds. of being in cover. But the thing is, I think that regeneration only fills your whatever third you're in. I don't think it actually recovers your full health. I don't know. So I have to test some shit. So essentially I need to decide on what weapons would behoove me. And I need to decide on the oh, and there's another health recovery that it doesn't show. And I think it's the in combat. There's a second health recovery that someone had said that was like a flat 3,000 and it jumps to 6. But I don't remember. I don't think I'm going to use smart cover, but we'll see. I know you're going to hate this. I always start with that statement, Poncho. I always start with that statement. I know you're going to hate this. I was thinking of running it like electronics-ish. Kind of. Right? I want to do damage. Ah, man, I don't know. I don't know how I want to run it. because I don't... Let me see. First thing is first. Is it affected... That health regen affected by my stamina? Is it like a percentage of my health? So let's find stamina. Oh wow, wait. Am I just not stamina at all? Let's increase stamina. Let's see if it makes it better. Is that regen stamina based? So we're going to do 2 rolls stamina and see if that affects it. Very quickly. Alright. Combat, skills, survivability, regen. So, yeah. Percentage of your stamina. It's a regen. I mean, that makes sense, right? So, it's a percentage of your health is going to be regen. Is it directly the 10%? Is it always going to be 10 seconds? Max health? No, it's not. No, it's not. So now it's going to take more than 10 seconds. Interesting. Interesting. So I had a 10-second recovery time before, but now it's well over that. I like that. I like that a lot. So the ratio gets worse the higher your toughness goes. That's really interesting. Quite. I wonder if electronics has an influence on it. It should only be the health, right? So we're at 40. Let's take the same stamina rolls. Roll it in electronics. Right? Because electronics is supposed to have an influence on your skill power. Alright, so this is we're back to our base level stamina, where we were 10 seconds fully healed. So there it is. Health regen standard. Okay. Okay, so that's normal. So electronics has nothing to do with it. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Here. One moment, please. Let me refill this coffee real quick. Fresh cup. Coming back in. Here's what I like about the news we just got. So electronics has no influence on the regen. Good. Good. Stamina does have an influence on it, but as it turns out, the higher you get with the stamina, the slower the regen is. Like, look, health regeneration's 32. It's actually, it takes only 10 seconds to achieve full health. Under 10 seconds. When we bumped up our stamina, it actually took longer. So, perhaps, there's like a point. Is there a stamina roll somewhere I can get rid of? Not really. I'd have to have a new piece. Well, there are stamina mods. Let's, oh, I got, like, suppressor, and let's just toss that on there real quick. Hold this, please, Warlord. Just a moment, I need to test some stuff. Hold these. So if I take off the stamina mods, alright. Now where are we? Regen. Regen should have dropped. So it dropped by 3,000. Wow. That's not... So the rate is actually... That's intense. It's actually improving. It's improving slightly. That's actually interesting. Mechanically speaking, this is an interesting scenario. I like this. So this says that low health builds recover their health quicker than higher health builds. Which I suppose makes sense. It almost encourages an AlphaBridge build to have no stamina. Because the less stamina you have, the faster your health regeneration is going to restore your health. That's interesting. That is an interesting mechanic. Well, maybe there's something I can do with that. So maybe I will go into firearms. I don't know. If that is the case, electronics has no influence on the regeneration. We confirmed that much. Stamina does have a positive influence, but it's by a fraction. Interesting. It's very interesting. It suggests to me that it actually wants you to make a glass build of either electronics or firearms. Because a stamina build, if you made a big fatty stamina build, right? The regen on it wouldn't be very good. It would be better than other, you know, larger, heavier built stamina builds because it's double the rate, but all stamina builds take that fractional regen. It's not good. Regen is not how you gain health. If you're gonna regain health as a stamina build, it's through things like predatory. It's through things like it's not through the health regen mechanic. Health regen is specific to these lower health builds, it appears. Which is interesting. Which means health on kill is definitely not not a firearms oriented thing. Health on kill is a stamina thing. Health on kill is meant to prop up these big old chunky dudes who do not respond well, who do not get the health regen. So skill haste is the obvious choice on these little bitty guys. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I like it a lot. I do. I need to optimize that holster. Now I need to just grab some firearms mods? Yeah, I think firearms. Firearms mods. For sure firearms. I'm thinking firearms, buddy. Firearms skill haste. Then we're gonna go ahead and decide on the talents. Hey, thank you for the follow. Stingray, I believe. I think I caught it just in time. I do believe. There we go. Let me grab 2 more of these things. I know, right, Joker? Look, I'm doing the research on the health regen, buddy. I'm making my AlphaBridge better. You schmuck. Hey, welcome, Stingray. How's it going? I'm trying to do some research and development. I know a lot of it's already been done because I did a lot of Googling. I've done a lot of research already ahead of time, but I wanted to confirm or deny a lot of it, and a lot of it I've already actually adjusted my notes because some of it was different than what I had found online. So there you go. You got to test it yourself before you can confirm or deny. Let's see. I think that should fix it a little bit. And then this guy is firearm skill haste. We're good. I think we're looking better now. I'm just saying, Joker, I figured out some stuff. And I'm using this guy, Joker. Look at it. Steadfast. We're doing it. That's the only other thing I didn't see there on that character sheet was the speed. It didn't have the time. It only had the amount down here by survivability. Had health regeneration, just not the time. It's the only thing I'm missing. Honestly, you find yourself taking naps in the dark zone pretty often in them. Yeah, you know, it's, well, they're works in progress, that's all. They're works in progress. Usually it's because you gotta make an adjustment here or there. That's all. Oftentimes. You know, if the damage output is a little wonky somewhere. Reckless. Get it away from me. You gotta keep those reckless things out of here. Alright. We're looking good so far. I think we made a lot of the changes we needed to so far. I think I still do want to stay with assault rifles, to be honest with you. There's gonna be... Responsive is a keeper. Unforgiving, and I think competent is gonna be the other guy. This is a determined predatory. They don't stay to cuddle. Dang. See, they don't appreciate the little things. Let me see here. Responsive, unforgiving, and I have this AK, it's got unforgiving on it. I think I'm gonna roll that for competent? Competent. If only they stick around. If you hit them hard enough, sometimes they'll stay. They'll stay if you hit them hard enough. Just gotta reach out and touch somebody. Just grab something. Determined predatory. I like the determined predatory on this. There we go. Competent. I think this is the way to go. So now I got Warlord responsive, unforgiving, competent, play rough. Accidental. They walked in front of me. It was an accident, officer. I believe it. That's what I would tell him anyways. I think it'd play well. I think it'd work. This might work too. We'll see. Medkit. I usually use adrenaline to counter pred marks. So I'm a fan of this guy using this thing. So that protects me from pulse and pulses them when I hit him. And then if I'm using competent, I need something that procs repeatedly. We're looking at times, and the times are terrible. Times are tough. Magic wand build. I see. That sounds like a sticky bomb build. Magic wand. Bippity boppity boop. What do I want to do? See, I've got options, right? I've been using a lot of cover to cover lately. I'm going to be using this as a responsive build. I've been tempted to use this as a headshot responsive build. Not rely so much on the headshots. I mean on the crit hits. And if I don't rely on the crit hits as much, then I can roll for skill haste on the gloves. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. I could really cause myself issues. Predator, Bliss holster, toxic, deadly on pistol. Oh! When you mean experimental, you mean like you go hard. You're busting out the Bliss holsters and shit. Okay. Nah, you... The only reason to run a pistol nowadays. Yeah, dude. Nah, the thing is... Like, when we used to have goddamn shields in the game, before they nerfed those in 1.8, for no reason at all, you know, we used to be able to use pistols on those shield builds. You know, for like Sentry's Call, Firecrest, Nomad, what have you. No reason, Poncho. No reason. They had no reason to do it. I can't think of a single one. And unbiased opinions. Anyways, all I can think of is what is Cream Ock? What the hell is that face? Twitch, get away from me. What is wrong with Twitch? What is this? It's horrifying. That is terrifying. Get it away from me. Here, I'll put my own emote up there. There we go. It's gold. Gold emote. They should have never killed it. BoomTube was gold. It wasn't cheese, it was gold. Shit. There we go. Alright, I gotta optimize this. I think we're good. I think the only thing is to decide on this skill.
I heard Fei Lao saying you pulled off a miracle at that apartment.
I went with headshots, by the way. Headshots, headshots. I'm gonna suck and die. This is gonna be miserable. Everyone's gonna hate this. You guys are gonna hate this. I don't want overheals, so this is a bad idea. This here. Oh, this is gonna be bad. If overheals are bad, then I don't want the immunizer box. Which means I want this. Stack the damage resist. Cooldown's down to 35. Other one that blinds? Yes. I know what you mean. It's this guy down here. I have it somewhere. Hold on a second. It's in one of these snipers. Not harmful. What is it called? It's the other one that isn't harmful. It's, oh my god, I can't remember it. Because I wanted to run it on Sentry's Call. I wanted to be a really utility-based sniper. Toxic, there we go. Toxic, you're right. Harmful toxic. Because I wanted to do bleed, blind, and stack shit on people. And then for your pistol, it would EMP people, so you'd be bleeding, blinding, and stacking things on them. And it's amusing. And then if you had the burn on the first intense, yeah, throw intense in there. Oh my god. Just piss everybody off. Oh, goodness. Misery. Misery becomes them. Alright, this build is essentially done. I just need to decide on the tactic, because I can do the cover-to-cover stuff, right? Attack advance for damage. But that's kind of tricky without evasive action. I don't really need the stability bonus. Adrenaline's kind of a must. We don't have the immunizer, but we're kind of low on health. We don't really have a very... Like, we have to react. Like, we gotta react if we're gonna be doing that. So, I think this is it. I think this is where we're at. We're gonna be playing low health pool recovery on cover stuff. Do I want this or do I want this? Is this a static build? Or is this a cover-to-cover build? Static's hard to do without final measure. You eat a lot of grenades. Yeah, NPCs just don't seem to care. Took skill haste. Hit chance there. Alright, let's just run it. Let's just try it. So I already can see several issues that need tissues. This build is going to rely a lot on health regen. That probably isn't going to happen. But we'll see. It relies a lot on headshots that happen at the responsive range. That's going to be scary. I have this pulse for no reason, practically. I'm mostly shielding myself from being pulsed. I'm wondering if I should be a static build instead of this tack advance build. If I do static, this steady hands would be better. It'd land the headshots a lot easier. Damage output up to 30%, cover to cover. But without, we're not going to be doing a lot of cover to cover. To be honest with you. We have no reason to do it, and it's a dangerous move. Oh, what the hell is that? I think I've already jumped into my death, but you know what? It's fine. Once we get into the match, I'm going to move the chat over to the right-hand side so that you guys are out of the way of the action. But you are on the left-hand side currently because that is where most of the negative space is. It's just convenient. Oh, and then I also want to do Banshee tonight as well, so... Oh, there it is. So, get over there, boys. Boys and girls, get over there. Get out of my way. Alright. Should be good. So I have to aim for headshots. So there's the build. Everyone's gonna be thinking it's like a nimble build or something. It's not. It is worse than that. Don't look at it. Here we go.
Alright, let's go.
So I have to land headshots with the Warlord and switch to my secondary for some... Oh, there's the damage resist. Oh wow, yeah, my teammate's dead. Cool.
Just taking the lead.
Yep. And it's gonna take me a moment. I did almost kill a guy, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna have to take a deep breath and aim. Be less panicky. Grenade first, probably. Oh, final measure. I just gave him a burst of bonus damage. Yep, that would be it. Oh, and that's an AlphaBridge, a full AlphaBridge. Sick. I might switch to my attack advance, just so we have more damage. Ooh. Ooh. Damage resist. Cool. I have Unforgiving. There's Competent.
You can turn this around, I know it.
Yeah, I don't think so. This guy's way too optimistic. No! Monogamous. Here's a health. Oh boy. What is that marker? Oh no, I think that was his ulti off of his AlphaBridge. Might have a really balanced AlphaBridge because that seemed to be lasting a long time. Just attack advance. Oh, I'm on fire. Ah! Nope. Not even one kill. Maybe I should squad up. Skirmish without a squad might be a bad idea. Uh-oh. Yeah. This is just gonna be absolute bloodbath. Well,
You have been defeated.
we'll go ahead and put those critical hit damage mods back on. Yeah, don't worry about it. Well, I went up against a full squad, well, 3-man squad. That's what's gonna happen. If you don't play skirmish with an actual squad, that's what's gonna happen to you. No teammate communication, no anything. That's just what happens. You can try as best as you can to this is accuracy stability. I want accuracy. Crit damage accuracy. There we go. You can try as you might, but solo queuing in skirmish is futile effort. There you go. Take it off of the AK. AK can have something else. Do... Yeah, do that one. That's fine. We'll just throw it on whatever. That's fine. Need a scope. Oh no! You got room. There we go. Just hold this for a little bit. And oh, it's a big one? It's a big one. I don't think I have room. I'm just gonna accept it. Yep, that's a full squad. That's Kraken Skull's group. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're probably gonna run roughshod over us. Another one. I'll use my chat this time. I'll try and organize. Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm on a DPS build. How about you guys? Sniper? Hell yeah. Deadeye build?
Let's do this.
Just stay where that Deadeye can snipe and we'll be alright. So you see where he's set up right there? DZ Guts? So just stay where he can snipe and we'll be alright. So I'm gonna cover to cover over to there, I think. Let these guys push up on him. They're buttering his biscuits right now. Oh, what the hell? That means they got a sniper, I bet. There you go.
You've taken the lead.
Yeah, sounds like they got a sniper. Got him. Yeah, stay back. They got a sniper up on the ridge there on the left side. Stay back. Let them push. Oh boy. So I need to get that truck. That Lone Star's doing work. That Zenith fella, or Zephyrin? I like it. I don't have the range to get out that far, but I like what he's doing. I got pushed on. Our sniper friend's gotta jump in here. I think my choice of weapons too isn't really helping. I'm trying to stick with this warlord. Is it? It's more of a tank weapon than anything, utility weapon. Keeps you in the fight to land these headshots and stuff, but I think I just grenaded myself. Hell yeah. Not letting the sniper participate is really the key here. On the far left, don't let him get involved.
Keep it up for 5 more minutes.
There he is. Got him. He wants to snipe, he can snipe, but he's gonna spend all day back there just doing nothing. That's all it takes. Just a little strategy, a little strategizing. I don't even have to fight that guy up there, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna fight him. He's just sitting up there like a schmuck. Look at this. Look at this push. I've been ignoring him the whole game. I don't give 2 shits. I'm coming for ya. He's jumping. He's not. He's dead. Jump on it. Jump on it. Give me them toes. Give me them toes. I'm on fire. This fire is out of control. Hold on. Jump. I'm sniped in the back. How's it going, Major T?
You got 5 kills remaining.
Just trying to build out. Testing some theory.
Got Counting down 2 minutes to victory.
A build theory. Hey, Intense Games, what's going on? Oh, there you go. I too am testing AlphaBridge. Ah! Should have medkitted. Oh no. Hit him with your lone star, yes? Hey Guts, throw a box my way, would you? Or maybe just keep shooting. I guess that's fine. You're gonna get a last kill. I'm still living. Just down one more. I believe in you.
You're kicking rogue ass.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You won!
There it is. Deadeye. Solo queue rockin'. Hell yeah. I may not have gotten all the kills, but I definitely led my team there. 8 assists. Man, you get no respect for all these assists. No respect. All this healing, all these assists. No points. Poor Kraken Skulls. You had your whole team with you and you still got schmott. I'm solo queuing over here and you're still a schmuck. Yes, smart cover, it's better on a stamina build. Right now I'm only really utilizing it to the extent that it's got some decent damage reduction. I'm using the unforgiving aspect on this firepower build on the AlphaBridge. It's only because this is AlphaBridge and you're stacking so many damage potentials on it. I'm getting away with it. It really shouldn't be of any use on this build. You really want to use it on something like a 9K build, like Striker, Predator, something where the damage reduction, you could actually feel it because of how sturdy you are already. That's where I would suggest using it. Or conversely, something like Deadeye, where you're going to feel the accuracy or stability boost, right? Something like that, where it's a significant, where it's very important to have those performance boosts. Because when you're sniping at 80 meters out, 90 meters out, you know, the accuracy and stability actually kicks in. It's pretty important to have. So that's when I would say those are pretty cool to have. And then you just kind of tinker with what you like. Do you like the, you know, the regen? Actually, on this build, I should probably use the one that recovers quickly, the cooldown, because it has a 20-second timer on it. I know the one I'm using right now is Conceal. Conceal is a 30-second cooldown, but it protects you from pulses, and it pulses people that you hit, which is cool. But I'm using, what is it, Competent, on my gun. So I would much rather have something like the cooldown reduction. Yeah, it's... See, that's the thing, is it's not really... You can use it like that, but mobile cover is actually meant more for hunkering down. Smart cover is actually more of like a temporary, much more of a temporary fix, right? You can think of it more like a push mechanic, right? You can, if as you're approaching the enemy, doing like a cover-to-cover move. Like, think of the old nimble builds, right? They would do their nimble at you or something to proc their nimble heal. If they did the nimble and then did a smart cover as they're hitting that cover, they would hit the cover, proc nimble, and then they would get this damage resist, accuracy, and stability boost. And then, because of the master mod of the smart cover, when they jump off of the smart cover, it travels with them for about 3 seconds, which is about as long as the attack advance bonus is, which is 3 seconds of up to 30% extra damage. So they get 3 seconds of healing, 3 seconds of damage, and 3 seconds of damage resist, stability, and accuracy. It's a really absurd damage boost for 3 seconds. Makes them really good. And it pretty much reverses whatever damage that they took on the approach, and it makes them really sturdy for that brief moment of time, which means if you're a striker or some other sort of stacking mechanic like a Lone Star or Predator's Mark, when you move in like that, it means you can stack for those 3 seconds without having to worry, and then you can reach your goal of either the Berserk, the stacks for Striker, or the stacks for Pred Mark. You can achieve the Pred bleed. But no one does that. no one does that, so don't worry about it. If you start doing it, you'll be like one of the very few people who actually does it. So... nobody uses those mechanics. Those mechanics may exist, but no one uses them. Shamefully so.
We are active.
This game is, like, unreasonably basically played. Like, there's so much to this game that is underutilized because, for efficiency's sake, everyone wants to chicken dance or whatever. Like, look at this. Look at what they're doing right now. You see that? I'll show you real quick. I got Trapper. They're running like dead eyes and shit. Let me show you real quick. Oops, I hit the wrong one. I'll let it slide real quick. See, they're on Deadeye, which is great. I love that everyone's using Deadeye now, because it means I'm gonna have an opportunity to start using my Trapper builds. Nice thing about Trapper is that you can shoot it aggressively at people, and it will negatively impact their accuracy, their stability, and their damage resist. So I'm going to throw a grenade at him, and I'm going to hit him with Trapper. Takes more damage now. That cover is terrible for him. Now he has to run away. But now it's good for me. Now I can use Tack Advance, I'll gain armor, I'll gain damage resist. It's perfect. I can advance on him now. It's great. Oh, there's a final measure involved. Cool. But Trapper. Because everyone's using Lone Star with Big Alejandro, so they're sitting on cover. Or they're using Deadeye and they're sitting on cover. Right? So now I get to use my Trapper builds. It's really sick. I love the way the meta's changing now. I can play all these new builds. Or rather, old builds that nobody knew existed. Oh shit, that's a Deadeye. He's gotta hate the shit out of that. He's gotta hate that. I gotta throw grenades at him though. As soon as I hit him with the trapper, I gotta throw a grenade and use tack advance. He's gonna hate this. Ooh. So the key is to throw grenades. Use the tack advance while they're crowd control.
You've taken the lead.
There it is. Perfect. Oh, I didn't get to. So that's the strategy. You hit them. And then you bust out the tack advance on the approach. Oh, what is this? And then once you're done with Trapper, you gotta pop it. Anytime you're done with the smart cover, you pop it, and then it starts the cooldown. It doesn't cool down until it's you've destroyed it. That's the only downside to smart cover. It's a lot. It operates exactly like the support stations. The duration has to be done and over with. Look at him run away from it. He doesn't know what to do with all the trappers. Oh shit, dude. That's funny as hell. There's another guy over there. Just on the other side. There we go.
You've got 10 kills remaining.
Oh!
5 minutes until.
There he is. DZ
Victory.
Guts. Guts is on the left side. Left side, bottom. That's the sniper, by the way, DZ Guts.
Thanks, I see him now. Hey, don't go out alone. Come to us.
Oh, they finished him off. I can't do much about him. I just gotta accept the fact that he's there. Medkey? I need my guys a T-proc. Take this T-proc and shove it, buddies. Yeah, where's the immunizer? Hello?
Okay, you moved into the lead. They've lost the lead.
It's above. Need to get up there.
Okay, we moved into the lead. Only 5 kills left.
Stay in the center, guys, together.
It's not really the center that's hurting us, it's the sniper fella.
And you're winning.
Ah! I couldn't throw the granada. Green frog, fellas, green? All you were sitting on these greens. Maybe change from a green to like a blue if you don't want to use your green. I don't know. What are you doing? Proc something, would you? Proc!
Hostiles have just taken the lead.
What are you doing? Switch from your green to anything else. Use a yellow or a blue if you're not going to use your green. That dude is down. Green. Thank you.
One minute to go. We're in front now. Seconds until victory.
There it is. I have to remind these dudes that they had signature skills. The fuck, dude? No. Solo queue. Solo queue in any game is a nightmare. Just how it is. Yeah, there's the Deadeye, there's Guts. That dude was doing all the work for their whole team. Because I had these guys just running out there dying over and over again. I could do it! And then just getting bapped over and over again. 19 fucking kills. DZ Guts. There you go, bud. Trapping. That's Trapper, dude. All you gotta do, smart cover. That's some smart cover mechanics for you right there. Hit him with the Trapper. You got yourself a Deadeye? Hit him with the Trapper. They hate it. Trappers hate this. Make a really clickbait title. You'll never guess what it is. All trappers hate this. Yeah, smart cover is way more useful than people give it credit for, man. All you gotta do is throw those mods on it. It's terrible when it comes to its response to electronics. The only thing that improves when you put electronics on your smart cover builds is the accuracy and stability. So, I mean, if you're doing like a crit build, I guess, and you're trying to crit at long ranges, I suppose that's what you would do. But the damage resist doesn't improve hardly at all. And then one EMP and it's gone. Maybe the cooldown gets better? I don't really know for sure, but I don't think the cooldown would be worth leveling. Oh, thank you, Fat Paws. Thank you for the follow. But I don't think improving the cooldown would make it worth it. I'll pull out the other smart cover now. This is the cooldown reduction smart cover, which is what you would want to run if you were doing a competent, which is what I'm doing. The competent build, because the cooldown is a lot better. And the smart cover itself improves your cooldown. Oh boy, 16, 2, and 1. I sure hope this... Oh. Runner's Faith? No, that is an auto rifle. What is this? Oh boy. They're doing good, whatever they're doing. Oh, wow, that is a neutral box. What fight did I just sign up for? What are they doing? What is this? I have no idea what I just signed up for, but it looks bad.
Okay, we've moved into the lead.
Whatever mechanics I wanted to show you, it looks like there's going to be no mechanics at play here. This is just going to be a grindhouse flick of just people running at each other and dying for no reason other than for playing a shooter. Alright, let's do it. No teamwork, no mechanics. Hell yeah, brothers. Let's do this thing. Alright, everybody on raid. Everybody on raid. Oh, they have a final measure. That's pretty good. Running through it.
We've gone ahead.
Alright. I'm gonna try and help this guy, I guess. Oh, he's dead. Yep. Alright, sure, whatever. 1v4, do it, buddy. Here, hold back, Javier. Hold back, my guy.
Full hack, full hack, full hack,
What?
full hack. Hack,
No,
hack.
nobody's hacking. I'm saying hold back.
What the fuck? Nobody hacking this.
No, I'm saying relax, chill out, don't go in yet. Why is he using, like, a Donald Duck? Why are we procced? Why are we yellow procced? Oh, God. That guy escaped with his life. Yeah. sticky build. Hell yeah. Got a teammate on a sticky. Oh shit. See this regen, right? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it doesn't take you past. There it goes. So it actually works well with the smart cover, because the smart cover will take you out of... well, oh god. Alright, get them, boys.
10 kills to go.
Five minutes and you've got this.
I actually like it with this smart cover, because this smart cover recovers your health, and it goes well with the regen. This actually might be a good combo.
This is a serious beatdown.
Headshots. Oh, I didn't proc my med kit. Oh, they greened him. Or maybe they just hit him with the res. Defib. I may have found something. I wonder if I found the mechanics. This may be it. We might have found the connection. Here. So you do this. Rock one of these. Oh, that was good. Not really. I'm not doing good with this. This is not great. I didn't do good because I didn't get the damage resist. Yeah, see that dude shooting defibs. Oh, that's attack link. I'm out of here. These guys aren't gonna proc a blue for me. I already know that much. I'm not saving him. Meatball can take that L. Shoot this guy in the back. He's not paying attention. There it is. Okay, so we found the secret sauce, I think, for this build. We found the secret sauce. Okay, so here's another thing that you may not have known about smart cover, and in particular this, wow. 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 He downed 24 people. They were rezzing a lot of people that match. Wow. So this smart cover has a flat rate heal on it. Okay? If we combine that with the recovery of the AlphaBridge, then we have the healing potential to go from the bottom to the top, right? My only question is that if I switch from this... No, you know what? The regeneration doesn't kick in for the vigorous heal, right? It doesn't do that. Because you need... Oh, there's crack. So I was gonna say maybe I could get Vigorous to heal with the regeneration, but it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. It does get the overheal off of the smart cover, but the enhanced healing from the AlphaBridge, it doesn't affect the regeneration from the smart cover. And the recover properties that the AlphaBridge does affect, it doesn't apply to the overheal. It applies to the rest of the bars when you're out of combat. So, it just doesn't work the way I want it to work. Just doesn't. It doesn't work the way I want it to. I wish it did. It almost does. I'm kind of surprised they're actually staying on my team. I would have thought they would have left by now. Maybe they had a change of heart. Finish off my coffee while we wait this out. But the other thing I have to now consider is, do I want to run that first aid? Is that first aid worth running? Because now we found the secret sauce in that cover, right? The cooldown reduction cover. Maybe the immunizer support station is worth running, but not popping it, right? We can use it as the secondary hot, and we can use it to keep from bleeding, right? Sometimes people come at us with the bleeds. We haven't been hit yet by one, but I mean, we have low enough stamina where a pred bleed would be problematic. And adrenaline, you know, it only saves you if you have enough time and enough toughness to proc it. Hey, Stingray, thank you for the host. Oh, that coffee was lukewarm. But, yeah, we just need to decide on this second skill. Because I am positive we found the right smart cover now. It's just time to decide on the... Maybe we just have options. Maybe it's an optional second skill. Maybe we have versatility in this build. We can do crowd control if we need it. We can run a taser. Maybe we can do a pulse. I wouldn't do a pulse. Let's scratch that off the list. Yeah, you only really want to run a pulse if you're focusing on pulses. You don't want to be a schmuck and have like a schmucky pulse. You don't want to deceive your team and be like, here's 7%. Like, don't do that to your team. They're better off like precisioning like a 9.5 than you just fucking like shitting out this like 7.5 for everybody. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I guess booster shot, taser. I wouldn't airburst because they can knock that off the ground in no time. EMP? I mean, because here's the thing. Because we've already decided that we're using the cooldown reduction and we're using a lot of skill haste. So it kind of opens up some of those big cooldown options. If we're using smart cover, possibly. And this is like a really iffy option, and this is only if you're really willing to go risky, and I think this is only an option in skirmish. I wouldn't really try this in the dark zone. Mobile cover. There's certain areas in certain maps where you can deploy a low electronics mobile cover. It doesn't need health because it won't take damage direct, and you can throw a smart cover on it, and you will reduce the amount of damage you take. You will increase the amount of damage you do, because you will be pulsing them, and you will have the recovery and cooldown reduction. Is what you're going to do is you're going to combine the concealer. I forget the name of the mobile cover, but it's the single slot concealing one that increases your damage, and then you're combining the cooldown reduction, healing, smart cover, and then that combination, if you put it in a high spot, like those towers on the docks, or you put it just behind cover where it's not taking direct damage, the amount of damage resist that you as a player get off of both of those items, it will make you, even as a glassy firearms user, it will be pretty intense. As intense game 78 rolls into the skirmish. Welcome to the match, Intense. Hopefully we'll get one more guy in here. How many streamers can we get in here at once? We got 4. I think BTG GF also streams, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm gonna sneak a coffee as my last teammate rolls in. Hold on. Don't let him start without me. Don't tell Kraken that I'm not here. He'll be mad. Shit. Oh, shit. It's a really hot cup. Burn my hand. It's fine. It's fine. Shit. Alright. Best of luck, Intense. Hell yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's your boy. It's your boy. Get your cowboy ass out of here, Kraken. You better be using that Lone Star, bud. Did he legit not connect? Oh, okay, there he goes.
Let's go.
I was gonna be pissed. Shit. Let me, Oh, there it is. Ooh, they're on cover. Ooh, they're on cover. Let's get the trapper out. Eat shit, shitties. Ah, get me up. That's a reclaimer box? That is huge. Intense with the Lone Star. Hell yeah. Oh shit. The dude over here. He's pushing. Who's pushing? I get him. Oh, that reclaimer.
rogue agents just grabbed the lead.
Oh boy. Quit picking on my teammates. Oh boy. That reclaimer, no! I just gotta EMP that thing. I'm gonna switch to EMP. EMP'd. I EMP'd the box, fellas. It's EMP'd now. Oh yeah, somebody else switched EMP as well. That's good. Intense now. So I gotta EMP the box and I gotta hit intense with Trapper. Two things I gotta do. Man, I'm gonna be a busy bee this game. I gotta save Kraken skulls.
You can't let them beat you like this.
Here I go. Here I go. Stay on that cover, you schmucks. Oh no! Ah! Med kits! Med kits!
Five minutes left, and you're down.
Help the D3? Where's his teammates? Grenade spam? Grenade spam? Throw it out! Get him down! Knock him down! Go to hell! Die! Die and you go to hell. Oh my god. And the greens. The blues. The greens. And the blues. And the heals. Gross. Ah. Crash control. Ah. You schmucks. Ah, shit. So I do have utility in my second skill. I can switch it to whatever we need. So I can be an EMP guy. I can be... And there's utility in my smart cover. I can be Trapper. I can be... I can be whatever I need. Yeah, I've been living, dude. I've been living for so long, Stingray. I'm living this lifestyle, though. I'm digging this fucking game plan. This is sick. Whatever I'm doing it fucking forever, and
There's 1 minute
it's
left.
working.
You've got 10 kills remaining.
We're in front now.
There is another guy alive still. Oh my god, we finally took the lead. It was because I picked that tack up. Hell yeah, dude. Oh shit, dude. This is fucking
30 seconds for the
amazing.
win.
Oh, you can't do it to me. I'm living still. I'm still living. We're breathing. You're going down.
5 kills left.
Take him down. GG's, dude. That was intense. You weren't lying about your name. Intense game, buddy. Holy shit. Oh my god. That was sick. Intense as hell, buddy. Mechanics. Mechanics, Stingray. Mechanics. I'm taking victory sips of this way too hot coffee. I burned my fingertips running back here. This build has utility. I'm starting to realize why Oi Poncho loves his skill haste builds. And I'm starting to love my smart cover stuff a lot more. And I'm starting to love the diversity in smart cover. Smart cover is more than I'm not gonna lie to you, Stingray. I have used as a crutch that conceal smart cover because it pulses and it protects you from a pulse, right? I've always considered that the best. But recently, there's been developments, right? I've been dabbling with skill haste again instead of health for mods, right? Been using skills more. So I want to be a skilled player. I want to have some utility. Ooh, it's me and intense. Okay, let me get back to my point. So I want to be more useful to my team. So this green proc is more useful to me now. And if I'm going to be using that green cooldown fella, then competent as a talent becomes more useful. A DPS talent, right? And if I use that guy a little bit more, then maybe Trapper becomes a little more useful too, because you know what? I see Deadeye, I see Lone Star. If if smart cover on the whole starts getting used a little bit more, Trapper gets useful because I think Trapper overrides other smart covers. I haven't tested it yet. Don't quote me on it. But I think because it's a negative smart cover, I think it negates other smart covers. I have to test it. I need to test it. I need enemies to hit me with Trapper while I'm on a positive allied smart cover. I need to know. Nobody uses any covers. I need people to use smart cover while I'm using Trapper, or I need to use smart cover while they use Trapper. We're getting there, Stingray. We're getting to the point where people are using security tree again. Like, this game, despite the fact it being dead, despite the fact people hating 1.8.3, we're in year 3, the new game's coming out in, 2 months? This game is finally, to the point where, mechanically, we're almost using every talent, every skill. Ambusher, Stingray. The talent where you deal 10% more damage to someone in cover might be viable in some weird situation. If you are headhunting Deadeyes. What is this world we're living in, Stingray? It's so weird. And I'm ready for it. I want it so bad. I've been pushing so hard for people to use cover, and they're fine. I've seen Jazamian use a tack advance build. He put out like a tack advance build for his Banshee on console. I'm like, yes. Do it. Show them how to use it on console. Please. Somebody do it. I follow people on console who use like Deadeye and stuff. There's this dude named Skill Down, which is like the opposite of Up. And he fucking destroys people with Deadeye. And it's beautiful. He procs his tack link, and it just, you hear this bolt action rifle just go off and reload and go off, and he just, this whole squads of manhunts just falling and not understanding what's happening because they're going down at a distance. And it's just him with his M700 on console. And I just sit there in amazement going, yeah, I thought that was possible on console. Yeah, dude. The thing is, he does it with Hunter's Faith, he does it with Deadeye, he does it with all sorts of stuff.
Let's do this.
But it's difficult on console, and he admits that it's difficult on console. But he's found ways of making it work, and I respect the shit out of him for it. Oh god. What have I walked into?
Roger. Focus big titty, she's a healer.
I think I EMP'd myself.
Agents are now leading.
Yep, I did in fact EMP myself. I think I get wasted more by Deadeye, Hunter's Faith, and Striker lately in the DZ. You're not wrong. Striker, after the nerf, fell by the wayside. I'm going to need Taser for this up-close and personal engagement. And I'm going to need this guy. Cool. Ooh, no, actually, you know what? You know, they didn't fight in the Reclaimers, so maybe I won't need that. We'll see. I see a Reclaimer. I'm gonna keep the EMP. We'll see how this plays out. You got like a nomad. Pushing. Where's my team? Tense. Lone Star as hell. Yeah, give it a shot. I mean, it's worth trying. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna get around that D3. The Kraken we gotta push on because he's got his Lone Star.
Kraken's probably a Lone Star. Big
You
healer.
can turn this around. I know it.
Yeah.
JB's D3.
Well, I'm EMPing the healer.
So I can't get close enough because they're focused on me like crazy.
Let me trap her. Oh shit, I'm already down. I keep double tapping instead of shooting it. I meant to shoot it. It's just a mechanics issue on my end. Hey Joff, come back this way, or Joss. Oh.
Alright, I'm on D3 now. How the fuck did I get blinded?
Yeah, they're just going straight to me. I attacked, but it didn't make any sense to. You were already down. I was trying to save you, but I don't think our teammates are very good. We got a level 1. I don't think this is gonna pan out.
You got 5 minutes
No.
to come back.
Yeah.
The enemy gets the win.
Yeah. Didn't think that one was gonna pan out. Might need a squad for this.
Is that Victor?
The old level 1 and level 12 dude didn't really get us anywhere.
Yeah, I was trying to do something, but it wouldn't happen.
Nah. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. M700 is a commonly used M700 and the M5. Yeah. Because they hit hard and they're they like the M700 because it's got more rounds in it. It's usually used as a 2-hitter. M5 can be ramped up to be a one-hitter in some cases against some glass cannon builds. Like the 3K, 10K firearms, 3K tough or stamina builds. It depends on what you're trying to do. I don't know what works on console, but here, let me, hold on a second. If you're on console, let me send you over to... Where are you? I know you are on here. There he is. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because I can link stuff in my own chat, and no one else can. Oh, you're on PC? Oh shit, okay. If you're on PC then, Blue Shadow. Let me get Blue Shadow shit. I'm a halfway decent sniper myself on PC. So if you wanted to do PC stuff, I'm decent, but I use the numbers over aiming strategy. I overwhelm you with the Devil's Heel. But if you want someone who snipes, let me get Blue Shadow's link. Blue Shadow. Where is he? Blue Shadow. He's on here somewhere. More. Show me more. Blue. Show me more, show me more. He streams on Twitch. I don't know for sure if he's got a... I think he does have a YouTube as well. But he's a pretty darn good sniper. Is he in my friends list? There he is. Blue Shadow 114. There we go. I figured it out. I found him. Took me a moment. Let me go to my dashboard again. Okay. Hey, you. There's a lot of people with that opinion. You're not fucking wrong in holding that opinion. But the thing is, you can shoot the body with Hunter's Faith and get stacks, and people forget that. So there's Blue Shadow. He's a pretty darn good sniper. He commonly shows up and gives me a good snipping. So, if you want to follow him, you'll often see me on the receiving end of his sniper rifle. He's pretty good. If you want to ask him about building a sniper build, I think that's the dude to ask. I do have a pretty mean Deadeye myself, though, if you want me to roll through that. I might pull it out to fight Kraken skulls here. I might give up on my own experiment for a moment just to roll it out and give him a little slappity slap. Now the thing that separates Deadeye and Hunter's Faith is that headshot damage. You get a real mean headshot out of that Hunter's Faith, but I would say Sentry's Call. Oh, I don't mind teaming up. Yeah, I can drop out of the skirmish if you want to. Oh, what time is it actually? You look. It's getting kind of late. Hit me up tomorrow. I mean, I would love to now. Yeah, I would now, but it's late. I'm already actually past what I planned on doing. Look, whenever I get excited about my experiments when they're actually working, I go over time. Like, this is actually over what I planned on doing. I found something that worked, and now we're over. We've gone into overtime. This is the silly hours. We really should be off at this point, but here we are. I do appreciate the offer, though. Here's what you do. Friend me real quick. I'm gonna send you a friend request. I'm gonna add you. My name on PC is exactly as it follows. I'm friending you on Twitch as well. So, send me a friend request on Uplay, and next time I'm on, even if it's not streaming or whatever, just we can jump in here because I need Phoenix credits desperately. I need to optimize shit, and I'm running out of everything. So I wouldn't mind just running around the DZ or jumping out here. Strike Banshee, hell yeah, dude. That out of cover damage. Yeah, I was running Trapper on Banshee to get people to get out of cover so that I could do the out of cover damage. And plus with the Trapper, with the Smart Cover Master mod, if you get them out of cover with the Trapper mod, it travels with them for like 3 seconds. And you end up doing more damage to them for a short amount of time with the Smart Cover nerf. So it's actually really strong. Trapper and Banshee, that combo against people who like to use cover. On paper. On paper. But it's a matter of getting people to use cover. And if you're going to get people to use cover, here's what I suggest. Team up with a Lone Star or Deadeye. And put the fear into them. Put the fear into them. It's like if they start taking 2-hitter damage, or if they hear that brrrt from a Berserk proc on a like 8 to 10k firearm Lone Star, they jump to cover. They go, huh? They go, nope. Nope. They jump into that fucking cover. They're not about that life, as it turns out. Even those nomads, as it turns out, at 60 meters, they can't really fight back. They lose that proc and that second proc at 40 meters, and they're like, huh? I don't think this is gonna work out. This math doesn't seem to add up. I'm not really gonna make it in time, am I? Then they don't. And the other nomads around them are like, huh? When you start seeing nomads in a hallway start turning around and going, no, not worth it. That's when you know you won. That's when you know you won. Fucking Lone Star. Love Lone Star so much. I'm so happy Lone Star is popular now. Getting the love it deserves. Just because people hate nomads so much. Deservedly. Deservedly, too. That's the thing, too, is they'll proc blues just to get down the hallway, and it's like, that ain't gonna work. Here comes a tack link. Tack link on a Berserk, here it comes. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Like butter. Not the player. Oh my goodness. I guess we're not gonna get a match. I guess this is the end of the road. I am exhausted though. I keep sipping that coffee, but it does nothing. I am destroyed. Going into the weekend. I need to do an art stream this weekend, too. I'm gonna finish making the badges. Anybody new here? I've made 3 emotes. Those are all things I've made. And I'm gonna continue making emotes and badges and stuff for the stream to encourage you to throw money at my face so that I can improve the stream, the channel, to get you guys to participate a bit. That is the hope, the dream. That is Feels Cage, Gold, and Coach. That is first one is for when our enemies are trapped in a cage of their own emotions. We bask in the glow, the warmth. Feels Cage. The second one is for when a build is not cheese. It's not cheese because it works. It's gold. Oh, there's Squall. I'm supposed to ask him. Ask him? I have a question for him in a minute. But when the build is no longer cheese, it works. That's when it's gold. Liquid gold. That is like a sponsorship I want to get at some point. And then the third one is actually a follower here to the channel. That is Coach Froma. Froman at the mouth, yelling at me once again because I am not very good at Siege, which is another game I stream very rarely, but I do stream on occasion, and he's quite upset with me. Coach Froma, Froman at the mouth. I assume we can use that for just some sort of rage. Yes. Anytime I fuck up, which is why it's the last one. You have to actually pay like $25 to yell at me. So that one's hidden deep. You guys can't use that one. No one gets to use that one. Not even Coach Froma. But I'm going to make a shitload of emotes so that if I ever get partnered, you guys will have a fuckload of them to use. Hey, Burgle. How's it going, Random Burglar? I have done what we have agreed to do. I have been talking mechanics all night. It's been nice. I've specifically spent this evening on AlphaBridge. I've actually the research tonight that I've done has been quite good. Yeah, the notifications are pretty bad. Twitch doesn't like inform you outside of like the oh, don't worry about it. The stream will remain on Twitch for a week, and I update YouTube. Actually, it'll be Monday when they start uploading, so it'll probably be Friday when this one goes up next week on YouTube. But it'll be on Twitch until Friday next week. So don't feel too bad. No, it's okay. I've just been talking mechanics. And it's been a discovery night anyways for mechanics. AlphaBridge I have long ignored because I have hated AlphaBridge for a long time because of what it did to the game in a patch long ago. It actually made me quit the game at one point. Well, that's okay. You know what? I can make a sneaky weekend stream where we can talk about builds and stuff. We can do that tomorrow. I don't normally stream on the weekends, but I could definitely sneak one in tomorrow if you wanted to. And I can do it way earlier, because this was a late night stream that, you know, I didn't necessarily plan on doing it this late. And I know this is a late hour for you, or early hour.
Put on a striker set.
Get out there.
doing a nomad. Or actually, I'm gonna do a striker. Let's see how this goes.
Well, I didn't even save it. I don't know if I saved any of the stuff I just did to that build. We'll find out later, but I already know what I did to it. I just need to get out to this middle tower.
Like my six piece 9K is kind of ass.
Don't star, baby.
He's on ahead.
Ooh, that's Kraken sniping. Ooh. Hey, throw down a box real quick, or pick me up either way. That's fine, oscillator. Thank you.
Fucking sniper, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, we got a sniper over there.
Over where? I can't see him. Gotta pulse him.
Is he fucking dead eye over there?
And a nomad, apparently.
Nomad.
Oh boy. P5 blue sail, just a heads up. I'll be looking for it in a moment.
I'm gonna try to.
Give me a moment.
I'm gonna try to take out that dead eye.
Alright, hold on a second.
I'm gonna move in.
Yep. I see him now.
Nice.
You have 10 kills remaining.
He's gonna run up there. Snipe me out, buddy. I see you. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Ba 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 ba. Come on. Teammates are dying, buddy. Ba ba ba. Run it out. Run it out. There he goes.
Back a little bit.
You're stopping them.
There it is. Nice. I'll hold my position out here.
Oh my god, Yes!
Oh, here comes somebody. Friend.
I get this close to finishing and then someone else finishes them. And I get the assist.
Just 5 kills remaining.
Not today, buddy.
Don't be sad.
Fucking hate this game.
Not today, intense.
Are they on the other side of the spawn flip?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
They're underneath me.
Should I finish your kill? That's my bad.
Dropped. Dead. No box. No balls. You see my strategy? I'm not really here to do anything but to spam bullets. It's a devil's heel. I essentially just spam bullets.
Not one kill. 0 fucking kills. 0 fucking kills. Nice. Good game, guys. Oh my god.
Hey, good game. Hey, you don't have to get kills to win in skirmish. That's not how that works. You're good.
I fucking hate this game, man. I'm gonna try to smash my PC up.
You won't.
No, intense.
Trust me, guys. I'm not this bad. I need one more game.
Intense rolled up on me, and all I did was I drilled him. Like, nah, Intense, that's not how that works. Nah, buddy. You thought he had me. See, that's why I like this setup for sniping instead of the two-hitters. Two-hitter, you're panicking, right? Because somebody rolls up on you, you're trying to land those 2 hits. Nah, buddy. Oh, there's Drolic. With this type of sniper setup, you don't have to panic because you're essentially just spamming like you would an LMG. You just aim down the middle of the hallway or whichever way someone's approaching from, and you just unload. It don't matter. You're not really aiming. You just center a mass, and the recoil doesn't go far enough for you to worry. It works out.
Here we go.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a mess. I don't know what build Drolic's on. He's probably not gonna be thrilled when he's sniping. Unless they're sniping. They're all in the back. What are they doing? What is this? Oh yeah. Oh, that's Lone Star, dude. Fuck it. I'm not gonna feel bad about this at all. Y'all are getting snippety dipped. Right in your dipper. Pull it out. You're getting snipped in your dipper, buddy.
Rogue agents just grabbed the lead.
Ah, I knew it. He's pushing with his Lone Star. Ah, I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. I'm rolling back. Where is it? Get him, Seeker, buddy. Airburst? No, not airburst. I don't know what he hit him with. What was that? Don't do it. You're real close. Don't do it. Dude right on top of me. Here he comes. Don't do it.
Your back's against the wall. Come on.
All the things. I hit the damn pole. Down. I wouldn't turn that corner. I wouldn't turn that corner. What are you doing? You guys are fucking nuts. Turn that corner and gun at me again. Point it at me. Yeah, they're running. You realized I'm dead-eyeing. Mama didn't raise no fool. Good medkit for this guy. Push on him. Push on him. You were hurting him. Push on him. Oh, he's dead as hell. Crowcop. See, I don't know what you're doing, Drolic, but you're not going to win that fight. Not while I'm here. I had him blue procced. I saved his buns. That was all me. That dude just stood there and ate shit. I want to clip that. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Kill that man. He's dead. He's dead. Kill him. Kill that man. Would you... Guys. Kill him. Kill that man. Please. What is my team? Please help. Send help, anyone. Anybody.
Look alive. 5 minutes till defeat.
Oh my god, they're all sitting in the back somewhere. What is this? Hello? Oh my god. What is this? Get it away from me! Down 2 by myself. Please, anyone on my team. Do anything. Use your greens. I don't care. Use anything. Proc. How do I look at the menu? Who are we up against? Did Drolik leave? I don't see Drolik. Drolik better not have left. Leave his team hanging. Like, he was the only, like, legit player on his team. I am willing to bet Drolik fucking left. There's only 3 people here.
He's taking the lead.
Sayrest, Bachman, Conan.
Done ahead.
Where's Drolik?
Only 5 kills left.
Motherfucker. That's a nomad proc.
Hold him off for another 2 minutes.
Well, shit. But, I mean, you get the idea for this sniper build, I guess. Like, quantity, not quality. Like, I don't down them in 2 hits. I down them in 4 to 5. Sometimes 6. Oh, he disconnected. Why did he DC?
The hostiles have
There we
been
go.
defeated.
saw him log back in. He DC'd for some reason. Like, he was the only reason his team was gonna stand a chance. Shit. That would have been a good match. I'm pissed. That dude needs to change his fire alarm battery. Alright, we got time for one more. I'm gonna switch it over to the, back to the AlphaBridge. Hopefully. Unless we're on Squall. Now we're on Squall? I guess I'll stay on Deadeye. And then, God, we still got Green Dragon and his damn, It changed the battery out, dude. Oh, hell, dude. My kill-death ratio is getting pretty good on this Deadeye. If Drolik just didn't disconnect, we would have had a good match there.
We are active.
They're way out there. Where are they running? What's the plan for these guys? Everybody, welcome to the stream. I see a bunch of people just rolled up. I'm on Deadeye at the moment. I was experimenting with some Trapper AlphaBridge stuff. If you want to take a look at it, we can look at it in a moment after the match. But, glad you guys are dropping in, saying hi. Oh, Corrupt Gamer, no, what are you doing?
Hostiles have just taken the lead.
Alright. Oh no, Conan! Kill Conan! Kill the Barbarian!
Just surrendered the lead.
Oh! Oh, I disconnected. Am I not disconnected? Oh, I'm back in. Alright, cool. Sick. That was weird. Oh, because I was reviving, but then I died instantly. Okay. Game just couldn't decide what happened to me. Then again... where's the box? That's the box. Got the box. Did we get Squall? I think we got Squall. Oh, we didn't kill that guy. Some of them are upset. Did we not kill Squall? My teammates are struggling.
Now the time for that comeback to start.
Hold on, Green Dragon. Come back. Come back, come back. Hang out with me, bud. Hang out with me. You guys need to stay with me. Oh, that dude is using the basic box. There's a reason we're losing this. Squall's behind us. That is a Squall. That is an angry Squall. Hit that Squall button, would you? There you go. Oh. buddies. No pred bleeds on any of them. Just cutting me off is all. Ah, I'm dead. I shouldn't have blued. They're just very upset. I got no team. Man without a team here. I can't win this one. As much as I try, this ain't gonna go well. Oh, Nomad proc. Oh, God. End me. They know who to go after. Shit. Kill him? Please.
You got 5 minutes to come back.
That's Blue Rock. Yep, you're dead, buddy. GG's. Yeah, I was on the team with the basic box. Makes sense. I think with that I'm good. I think I'm done. GG's everybody. I think I'm gonna make my escape. Solo queue everybody. Sometimes you roll a good team, sometimes you roll the guys with the basic box. Can't help it. Can't be helped. Do the best you can. Oh boy. GG's to everybody we played with tonight. I saw Squall. Hey, there was Intense. He rolled up on me. He got some of those. Got some of that good dead eye in his face. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. It was all in good fun. Got Stingray. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the host, even. I appreciate everybody participating in the chat. Burglar, I know you wanted to be here earlier. We could have hung out, talked some builds. We will. Don't worry too much about it. Brave House, we will hang out. I added you already. Poncho, we'll hang out as well this weekend. I'm gonna do an art stream as well. Joker being a schmuck. Oh, goodness me. It's been fun. Let me see what I did this alpha. I think I fucked it up pretty bad. By, not saving it. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't save some of the guns and stuff. That's okay. Like because we still got the stamina mods and whatnot. It's fine. Not overly worried about it. Oh goodness. I'm stoked though. This was a big deal. Like figuring out this AlphaBridge. I'm actually pretty stoked at the outcome. I'm pretty impressed with the way it turned out. The combination with smart cover surprised me. It shouldn't have surprised me though, with the ability to push it, the recovery past where it it stops, right? Because we already knew ahead of time that the recovery that it influences is the oh geez, did I just pick up the wrong one? I think I did. The recovery that it influences is the stuff behind cover and out of combat, right? So that was why we went with the holster in the first place, the steadfast regeneration, because it cuts that time in half. So now instead of 5 seconds, it's 2.5. But the smart cover that we went with, this guy right here, this guy's pretty nifty. It makes it so that when you're in that cover, instead of just being a recovery into the third, whatever third you're in, it actually pushes you into the full recovery. So that's really very cool. Which means, to me, a hot, defib might be cool. Even if it's a shitty defib, because it's overtime, it doesn't matter if it's a shitty defib. It's the point is that it's overtime. It means that support station, even if it's, you don't really want the overheals because of what you're doing, but maybe that makes Vicious viable. Maybe there's certain combinations here that are interesting, but it makes it so that the hot here is viable. I'm interested now in the combinations of talents and abilities on this AlphaBridge. I like the fact that the more stamina you have, it's actually a fraction. The influence that this recovery it has. Is you would hope that the recovery is actually, it improves 1-to-1, but it doesn't. It just fucking doesn't. It's not that good. So it's actually better to have which we did the experiment, it's actually around 5,000 stamina, where it's actually 10 seconds, you hit full health. That's like the balance. But when you did it? Nicely done. Yeah, hell yeah, blueprints save the day. Always blueprints, dude. If you ever get a blueprint, that's the way to go. That's why I think the lightweight M4 got so popular, was because it was the easiest blueprint to get for a assault rifle that was both powerful, accurate, and stable. There's the only reason why people just found something that was easy to get. But so far as I can tell, it's like 5k stamina is the precise point at which 10 seconds you recover all your health if you have the ability to overcome the barriers of those thirds, right? If you have either a support station or, say, the defibrillator out, whatever, a hot of some kind. Any way you look at it, right? Out of combat. And you're behind cover or whatever. That's the key. That's the trick. So, it's very interesting to me that that's the way it works. I think we're all good. Firearms, skill haste, firearms, skill haste, firearms, skill haste. We're good, good, good. We got skill haste rolled. I think we're good. And we got... with the recoil, I use smart cover. And I use steady hands. I mean, the recoil is bad for everybody. It's bad. It's terrible. It's not good. the idea is that you're going to be using stability compensators to make it reasonable. You can't, for the Berserk proc especially, you got to have something that compensates for how fucking bonkers it is. And for me, it's always been about that, about the Lone Star stability stuff. Alright, I think that's everything. Accuracy, stability. You know what, I think that was the other thing I did, was I took off the headshot damage. I took crits. So we realized that the headshots were a little too difficult, no matter what we did. Even with the smart cover. There we go. I'll just throw it on this guy. Yeah, random. Don't worry too much about Berserk like causing you issues. Berserk is a problem for everybody. What you do is you find out that smart cover is your friend. So like run either the concealment or recharger, and then additionally you can pick up steady hands. And if that doesn't do it, I would say roll stability on your backpack. That would be the 3 moves I would do to rein in Lone Star, the Berserk. Because landing the hits, like the extra damage doesn't do you any good unless you're landing the hits. Like you gotta land them. And using cover is important because just using default cover gives you additional stability and accuracy. They don't tell you that, but it improves your accuracy and stability just being on default cover, not just using smart cover. So it's good.
Don't be shy.
If you can improve your electronics a little bit as well, that makes the smart cover more accurate and more stable. It doesn't really improve the damage reduction, but it does improve those few stats. So that is another viable thing to do. At least for improving the stability and accuracy. I think we're good here. I think that is... I'm going to save this. This was fun. Oh my god, this alpha. Using the trapper on those dead eyes was hilarious. Definitely, this is the only problem point so far that we've had, was that we were utilizing the Warlord instead of something like maybe the Bullfrog or something like that. Lightweight M4. Something more useful to us. I like Tack Advance still. I like the damage we get off of it. I don't really need the steady hands. Especially on this, maybe if we did the Bullfrog, we'd do steady hands instead of this guy. Maybe we would still do this guy and just forget steady hands, just get in the responsive range and just shove it right in their chest and just enjoy damage output. Critical save has been fun. On the move, we might roll into that yet, but Adrenaline has been saving our buns. Depends where we go with this. This has been the breakthrough for AlphaBridge for us so far. Yeah, tools off of weapon mods, yeah. Yeah, dude. Survival teaches you a lot about the game mechanics in this. I will gladly play more survival with you and play more Dark Zone and get you parts and stuff. We'll explore more and get in there and get wild. This AlphaBridge is getting there. I'm stoked. I like the versatility of this AlphaBridge. We're getting interesting. This is the most interesting part to me right now. The steadfast. We may not keep this. I know, it's the worst part of it. Worst part of it. We're emphasizing... we're enhancing the least effective part of AlphaBridge right now. But I don't care. I think it's really cool that you can make it better. I think it's really nifty. You can make the health regen even better. So that's what we're going to do for a little while. And you make it even better with smart cover, breakthroughs. And we're going to use, right now, we're going to keep using adrenaline because I want to have versatility in my second skill. I don't want to use this guy. I want to be able to use my EMP. I want to be able to use my turret. I want to be able to use, I think that's about it, really. I don't think there's any other thing I can really use right now. Mobile cover is not really an option. Like, look at the health on this thing. You just can't use it. Not even really behind cover. But other than that, I think with all the skill haste, we get back our T's really fast. This is still an option to roll back into crit hit chance. We would do more damage bullet-wise. We are a firearms build. It would be better to have this as crits, to be fair with you. I think 6% crit hit chance is better on firearms than having skill haste. So, if anything, I think that's the move I'm going to make before I leave tonight, is just roll this back. Be the one move we make. Here, let me roll you over here while we're talking about the build. That's my apologies. We went into talking about the build and I had you on the battle page. My apologies, everybody. Yeah, Burglar, we gotta do more. I gotta get you in the DZ. We gotta get you some stuff. Because you're the one who still needs stuff, so far as I can tell. If you need stuff, then we gotta flip some people. Go get some people and flip them. You could use some stuff. Hey, I'm calling it a night, Joker. I'm wrapping things up. I'm reviewing, okay? We're reviewing. I'm allowed to review, you schmuck. I'm going to bed. Gonna use that on your pred. I know you will be. And when we go in the DZ, I'll be hanging out and you can come and get me, Joker. I'll be waiting for you. Seeker Mines? Yeah. Joker, did you get to see any of what I did tonight? Did you get to see any of it? It was pretty good. We discovered this thing. This is pretty good. For AlphaBridge. This guy right here. This is a really good thing for AlphaBridge. But I'm gonna call it quits. It's time to go. It's time to say goodnight. You're busy, man. Of course you were. You're busy getting into trouble, you schmuck. Alright. I'm gonna save this. We're all set. Where are we at on crit chance and shit? 32, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's get out of here. I don't want to get this copyright strike either off of this fucking radio. Save this. Let's do what we do. I appreciate everyone who dropped in. Joker, Random. And I'm gonna say goodbye to all the lurkers out there. Where are you lurkers at? I see you in here. Another viewer, Cog Whistle, Commander Root, Electrical Longboard, Matt Mon Gaming, Positivity Bot, the robot with a heart, Slow Cool Living Life in the Slow Lane, Stockholm, Sweden, Ted. I appreciate all of you lurking in the background, being sneaky Pete's, and Away Poncho too. You've been hanging out, being a bud. This AlphaBridge build has been a lot of fun. I got, just talking mechanics. Anytime I get to talk mechanics. Next time I'll talk about Banshee. I wanted to do Banshee tonight too, but I just ended up getting absorbed in this AlphaBridge. We'll do Banshee next time. And we got to talk Deadeye. Oh, we got to talk snipers. Oh, it was good. And anytime you guys have questions about builds, mechanics, anything else, I have people to link you to, depending on if you're console or PC. There's people I know of, people I watch. It's not just about my channel, it's about other channels. There's people who know more than I do about certain other builds and on different platforms, because as it turns out, not everything works on every game. Not everything is cross-plat. But, you know, give it a shot, even. You know, who knows? You could test out some of the stuff I do here on PC, on console. Give it a shot. Fuck. Anyways. Let's get out of here. Let's fucking... I'm gonna chug this coffee first. Cheers, guys. Bitter and cold coffee. It's time to say goodbye. Oh my goodness. Oh god. It's terrible. It's terrible and it went down the wrong pipe. Oh, that coffee was terrible. I have been P2H, and you have all been schmucks. I want to remind each and every one of you to lie, cheat, and steal. Because somebody has to win. And it should be you. Good night, burglar. It's been fun. Good night to all of you. Thanks for watching. P2H out.